Hello everyone, it's Christina. Welcome back. We are going to flip through this A5 Moterm ring bound planner, and I am just going to kind of quickly walk you through how I have it set up. It's been working really well for me, and I am excited about continuing to use this. So let's get started. So I don't keep very many things in my pockets. I just kind of keep the things that I'm using for maybe that week, or that I want to put in. Like if there's some stickers or whatever, I don't really pack around a lot of those things. But I have some things I wanted to link in a video, so I was working on that. So I just kind of stuck it in here so I wouldn't lose it. I use scrapbook paper and kind of like journaling card style things as, you know, to make notes on, whatever. So that's in there. I'm not going to show you the inside of this, but this is a half year Stylogy inside a Salty Katie jelly cover. It's an A5, and I have it just stuck inside this pocket here. And so this is my journal, and that's why I'm not showing you the inside. I keep a pencil right here. I do not journal in pencil, but sometimes I like to plan or think in pencil, and it fits best in this loop. And so that's just what I keep it, where I keep that pencil. It's a Stadler, and it's a tri shape, tri plus micro 0.7. And so I really like this pencil a lot. And the eraser like rolls up, and so it's like super comfortable to hold. So I have that there. And then I need to use this ollie clip. I personally don't like things like that, especially ollie clip prices. Not like they're $1 million, but they are kind of pricey, right? Wouldn't you say? So it needs to do something. It's not doing anything right here. So that needs to change. This pen holder holds a fat pencil, is what I call it, which is obviously, you know, more comfortable for me personally to hold and write things. This is a Jetstream pen in 0.7. And so I keep that there. Sometimes I'll push it down further, or like actually get the thing to latch on, but usually it's just kind of stuck out a little bit at the top. See, now it's fitting in a little bit further. But when I put it in quickly, sometimes it'll stop up there, but I really don't care as long as it does its job, which is to hold my pen. So that's that. I've never really kept anything in these pockets. That's basically just holding my pen. I don't know where I got this, but it's a 2021 calendar on super thick plastic. I've had this in my planner forever, which is acetate. I think it's really pretty, and I use it to hold some sticky notes. These are from magazines and books that I've cut out, and like these type of things, that's what I was talking about. That's what I kind of write on a lot of the time, and that way I use up those things. I go through a little stack of those and round the corners so they look a little bit cuter, and use those. Up here in the front, I have some various papers. These are some things that I was making a Stylogy and decided to deconstruct it. And so I wanted to use those pages in my planner. I love cutting and pasting things. I don't think that you have to spend $1 zillion on stickers. I think that you can find different images that you like that aren't stickers, and just put glue on the back of them and put it in your book. And so that's kind of, I have some note paper up here. These notepads, a lot of times they'll fit on these rings, not to a T obviously, but they make great note paper as well. That's the inbox section, and it's basically me writing a note to myself, right? I do have a tracking section. A lot of you, and I as well, have trouble tracking, right? We have trouble keeping up with our trackers. We want that information gathered in a certain way, usually by month, but for whatever reason, we can't seem to get that filled in. Well, I made an actual tracking section, and I'm beginning to try out a way of keeping up with those trackers, and that is me writing on my daily page fill in trackers or update tracking section or something along those lines, right? You have to write it down if you're having trouble filling those in. Obviously you want to do it, but you can't seem to figure that part out, right? So sometimes too, though, I think that some of us who have trackers in our planners maybe aren't trying to track. We're just trying to be like the Joneses, and we think, oh, I need a tracker, but really we don't. And so, figure out, do you really need a tracker, and what things do you need on there? And even if it's one page, just write it in. So I'm tracking some meal ideas here and my meal plan, which again is just scribbled, but that's working for me at the moment. I'm tracking some books that I'm reading. Again, you don't have to have this. You can just have this. You can have a gridded piece of paper, a graph piece of paper. Just cut it down to size, punch holes in it. You're good, right? You don't have to draw out that thing all the time. I'm also tracking some Facebook group items that I want to keep an eye on. And then I have another one here. This is another thing to use kind of like a column or pad to track some different things, as well as this style, which I got this from Peanuts Planner Co. And so you can track different things for a month on this one as well. You can write in some different things or use multiples. And so that's what this section is that I'm kind of working on at the moment. And then I have my ideal week, which I keep a copy up here and right behind the schedule for quick reference. And then I have my Hobonichi Avec Book 2 that I have deconstructed and hole punched and put in this ring bound planner. I only have, I have all the months and all the weeks, and then I'm only doing 1 month of dailies at a time in here, right? So I don't write on my dailies until that week. And so I used various things that I've just gathered for a month tab, for a week tab, and for a daily tab. This one needs to say today, but I flipped it upside down and I haven't relabeled that. So that's today. Again, I just spread these out, throughout the book. I need to put something on the back of that one. My 24 plan, I'm beginning to keep my outlines and things in here. This Moterm Rings planner, you guys, has so much room. Obviously, the more you put in it, the heavier it's going to become. So you kind of have to be mindful of that. But this thing it's a workhorse. Like I'm going to show you, like there's a lot of stuff in here. There's plenty of space for me to have my outlines here and some ideas. Currently, I will say this, I forgot to mention, I do have my July pages, my July daily pages in here as well right now, because I haven't taken them out. It's the beginning of August, so I was kind of finishing up reviewing those. And then these were other dividers that I'd had in other planners that I really liked, so I put them in here. I do have a social section. This is for me to plan out things for social media. And so I put like, if there's like the national fun days, like Watermelon Day and Lasagna Day and whatnot. And then I think I got this one at Target, I believe. It's Green Room. And so it fits in here. I just cut off just the slightest bit. It was a tad too wide. So those are great to use for social media planning. If you need that. There's some glue that got on there, so that's why that's sticking. Vellum. This probably came out of a traveler's notebook I was using. I do have a meeting section, and I'm using this style. I got these on Amazon. I will be linking a lot of these things in the description box for you. So you can kind of write a blurb up here, kind of maybe your agenda, or maybe you put your agenda down here and then scribble in this section while you're in the meeting. But these are super cute with the little elephant on there. I do have another just piece of paper. It's kind of like cardstock thickness. and then a little bit of extra just various paper here if I needed it. I do have a homeschool section in here as well. I'm kind of having to block some things because I have some phone numbers and whatnot. What I keep in here is things I need on me. If I were to go to the store, what information would I need? Right? If I was going to the doctor's office, what information would I need? That's what I keep in here. I obviously keep our schedule and my task list, things like that. Things you need to have on you. Okay? So I don't need our entire lesson planner on me. Okay? So I don't need to know exactly what I'm doing for math or this or that on me at all times. Do you see what I'm saying? Do you see the difference? So I do some research in here sometimes from videos because this is always on me. And so sometimes that ends up in here. And then if I want to keep it and it's kind of like going into my reference book, then I'll put it in there. But most of the time it's like stuff that I'm researching. And so I just need to have that on me because I'm usually in front of our TV for YouTube. There was contacts, conversations, things like that also go in this section. Things I need to do, I put in here as well. That kind of goes on my weekly though, but if it kind of gets longer or if I'm mapping something out, I need to think about it, kind of working on something, then it goes in here. Like I said, I don't keep everything, all of our detailed lesson plans on me. I do want to print out my long range planner and put it in here. And I also do write things though on my daily pages. For example, I will write, lesson 8 for math or whatever. And so I kind of put a little bit of detail on my daily pages. The last section, again, this is the section because I am a YouTuber. This is my reference section, things that I want to keep in my planner, but they're just they are reference material, but this is my section that you don't get to look at. But I will tell you the types of things I put in here. So it's not passwords or anything. It's more of lists of things that I don't want to have in my main part of my planner. I'm going to flip through here and I will just edit this out. But to tell you the list, I have some Facebook group information that I've tracked. This one's not totally private, like my categories, my playlist for my channel. But that's kind of reference. I don't really look at that all the time. There's just some other tools and some other planner people, their channels and things like that. Just kind of some research and stuff that I've done that I want to keep on me. And then I do have these also from Peanuts Planner Co. It just says resources, and you can title it in that section there that's darker and then write in your resource. And so this is a great insert to have. And then I just have this that I've laminated paper. Again, sticky things like to stick to those lamination pieces. So that's where I kind of put these that I can, continue reusing until they don't stick anymore. So I put them there. I do have a top loaded pocket here as well. And they love to stick on my fingers too. I keep a handful of sticky notes back here, as well as the whole reinforcer things, labels to cover up big mistakes or sections of things that I just want to cover and start over. And then some larger sticky notes back here. I also have these if I want to tab a page with something cute. These are stickers. I keep those types of things in here, and that's it. That's all that's in there. Right here, I am trying to use, I had my Sharpie felt pen in there if you've watched some recent videos, but I wanted to use these little pens and add a little color to my life. So I have that here, but I do make sure I clip that on there because that thing's so skinny. And then what I was going to say, which you're probably not going to be able to see it all, but this does have a huge back pocket. Okay. And right now, all that's in there is my Bible recap reading plan. But I mean, you guys see how big that is? Like, you could like stack the world in there for real. Like, it's a lot. And having that A5 Stylogy in there, as well as even more space on those rings, I mean, I could still put tons more in this. Another pen set, I only have this pink one over here, but I'm going to link these below as well, because these are really cool. You can see the tip there. Zebra click art. So I'm going to link those down below for you guys as well if you want to check those out. And they're just, you know, clicking. I like to use these for making headers. I'm not into calligraphy. I can't really, you know, make it all fancy like a lot of you can. But I do like to have a little bit more predominant, you know, a little bit more substantial header. So this is my way of doing that. But I wanted to share this with you. This is in pale pink. I do want to get a different color. If you guys have any questions, comments, I would love to hear from you in the comment section. And that's all I've got. Bye.